There is a $1.25 item that is quietly ruining an entire system in your house, leaving you with a 3-digit repair bill, while another item at the exact same price saves you hundreds of dollars compared to what you usually buy elsewhere. The problem is, you cannot tell these two items apart just by looking at the price. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. 1. Garden Collection Solar Torch Stake Lights. You are standing on the porch just as dusk falls, and the only light left is the dim yellow porch light casting a faint glow across the yard. You think about adding path lights, but hesitate because of the prices at Home Depot or Lowe's, which are never under $78 a piece. Right at that moment, you spot rows of Hawaii-style solar torch lights placed right in the garden section at Dollar Tree, priced at just $1.25 each. The optical sensors automatically charge during the day and turn on when it gets dark, and the flickering LED flame look is so realistic that you have to look closely to believe it is not real fire. The black plastic body withstands sun and rain, and the sturdy stake does not wobble even in soft soil. If you calculate it for a fence line that needs 15 to 20 lights, the price difference compared to other stores amounts to hundreds of dollars. This is probably the first time such an attractive piece of garden decor has been this cheap, enough for you to line your entire walkway without having to think twice about the cost of each one. 2. Assorted Pump Action H2O Blasters. A 16-ounce pump tank might sound small at first, but it is enough for 3 to 4 continuous rounds of shooting before you have to stop and refill through the side nozzle. That short break is exactly when the kids gather to laugh, strategize, and then rush back out to the yard. The HDPE plastic handle does not get slippery when wet, allowing the kids to maintain a firm grip whether they are running around on wet grass or by the pool edge. Additionally, the rubber gasket on the screw cap prevents water from leaking into backpacks or bags when carried to the park. Compared to the automatic electric water guns sold at Walmart, which require battery charging and often jam after a few uses, this mechanical pump action model has nothing to break except the pump handle itself, so it lasts almost the entire summer without needing a return or exchange. You can keep a few blasters in your trunk, so whenever you stop by the park or visit a neighbor's house, you have them ready without having to drive back home. At a price of just $1.25, buying a few extra pieces in case someone drops one in the pool or leaves it behind in a backyard is not much of a consideration. It feels completely different from the regret you would have if it were a $15 super soaker bought at the start of summer. Water guns are already that cheap, but this is not the last item to surprise you with its price today. 3. Cooking Concepts. Non-stick mesh grill mats. There was a time you grilled a few asparagus spears on a regular grill grate, and before you could even flip them, they fell right through the gaps into the hot coals, which was incredibly frustrating. That is why this non-stick mesh grill mat from Cooking Concepts is worth your attention. The fiberglass material is coated with a non-stick layer that withstands heat up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit and contains no harmful PFOA chemicals. Meanwhile, the mesh design allows smoke and heat to pass through the food while maintaining a flat surface for easy flipping. Try placing a few mushroom slices and shrimp on top. You do not have to worry about them falling through the gaps like before, and a gentle turn ensures every side browns evenly without sticking. The price is just $1.25 per mat, whereas a similar set on Amazon usually sells in packs of 3 to 5 for nearly $3 per mat. Buying individual mats here fits the exact needs of each party, meaning you do not have to buy extras and store them in the kitchen cabinet for a year without touching them. After the party, you simply lift the mesh mat off the grill grate and rinse it under the faucet to clean it. You do not have to scrub every single metal gap like before, saving a full half hour of cleanup at the end of the day. For families who frequently host backyard parties on weekends, having a few mats ready to replace as needed is much easier than painstakingly scrubbing an old grill grate every single time it is used. There has probably never been a BBQ tool that is both this convenient and cheap in a single impulse purchase at Dollar Tree. 4. Accelery's Cool Me Misting Fan. Employees stocking shelves in the Dollar Tree Plus section will remind you to keep an eye out for this Cool Me fan, as half of the newly arrived shipment sold out in just a few days. This is a handheld fan combined with a mister. The fan blades are made of soft EVA plastic, so it is safe even if your hand touches them while they are spinning. And the base features an integrated water tank with a leak-proof screw cap. With a gentle squeeze of the trigger, a fine mist shoots out and instantly meets the airflow from the fan blades, evaporating immediately and cooling your face in just seconds. Which is completely different from regular handheld fans that only push hot air around. You can bring one along when sitting in the bleachers watching your grandchild play soccer or attending an outdoor barbecue party without air conditioning, feeling the difference from the very first squeeze of the trigger. It is priced at $5 at Dollar Tree Plus, whereas similar misting fans sold at theme park souvenir shops like Disney World can sometimes cost up to $12, a price gap that makes you look twice before believing it is real. But this fan is not the only item making people look twice at the price today. There is another item waiting in the summer section, and you only need to dip it in water to know its function immediately. 5. Instant Cooling Towel. The 95-degree heat outdoors beating straight down on your neck forces you to immediately find something to cool down before finishing the unfinished corner of your garden. Right at that moment, you remember that the summer section at Dollar Tree sells this microfiber cooling towel for just $1.25. Simply soak it in water, wring it out, and snap it firmly a few times, and the towel's surface immediately becomes much cooler than body temperature, without needing any artificial cooling chemicals. The towel works on a simple physical principle, absorbing moisture and then regulating evaporation to lower the fabric's surface temperature by 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit lower than the baseline. Therefore, when wrapped around your neck while gardening or walking in the morning under the scorching sun, you feel the heat ease up almost instantly because the major blood vessels in the neck are cooled down, significantly reducing the risk of heat stroke. There is a small tip being whispered among many people when visiting Dollar Tree, which is to grab 5 to 6 towels at once for less than $7, exactly the price of a single towel from the Mission brand on Amazon. Calculating it out, each towel costs less than $1.25, but its cooling effect is not inferior at all. So instead of buying just one for personal use, many people choose to buy a whole pack to scatter around the places they frequently go, turning a small item into a saving habit for the whole family throughout the summer. 6. Care One After Sun Soothing Aloe Vera Gel. There is a small bottle in the summer skincare section of Dollar Tree that mothers are whispering to each other to grab quickly before it runs out. And if you look closely, the reason lies right in its ingredient list. Care One After Sun Aloe Vera Gel has a clear, lightweight texture that absorbs quickly into the skin, with added vitamin E to nourish without containing drying alcohol or parabens. Exactly what your skin needs when it has started aging, as it is already thinner and more vulnerable to UV rays. Just one afternoon at the beach or weaving through the yard is enough to leave your skin red and tight. But you only need to apply a layer to the sunburned area, and a refreshing, cool sensation spreads almost instantly, helping to reduce redness and limit skin peeling in the following days. Besides soothing sunburns, you can use this gel as a nighttime moisturizing mask, or for your husband to apply to his skin after shaving to soothe it. You get a 6-ounce bottle for a price of $1.25, whereas Banana Boat's After Sun Gel of the same size at CVS or Walgreens costs up to $8, a summer first aid product that is rarely this cheap to find. 7. Aloe and Cucumber Facial Mist. There is a facial mist bottle in the skincare section that is making many people look twice at the price. The Mario Badescu bottle at Ulta or Sephora sells for $8, while the Dollar Tree version is only $1.25. The main ingredients are aloe and cucumber, with no drying alcohol and no heavy fragrance. So when you spray it on your face after gardening or coming back from the outdoor market, you feel instant relief without any sticky or tacky feeling like some other cheap mists. Because of its light texture and fast absorption, you can reapply it multiple times throughout the day without your skin feeling greasy at all, even over light makeup. A small tip: put this bottle in the refrigerator first. The refreshing feeling when sprayed onto the skin after a long, hot day will be completely different from keeping it at room temperature, acting almost like an instant cooling step without needing air conditioning. With a price of $1.25, buying a few bottles to keep one in your purse, one on your office desk, and one in the fridge is not much of a consideration. 8. Hard-sided Personal Lunch Cooler. You are preparing for a weekend road trip and need a place to keep a few cans of drinks and some special medications cool throughout the journey. And this mini cooler in the Dollar Tree Plus section is a perfect fit for that at a price of $5. The hard plastic shell provides good impact resistance. The core is lined with a thick layer of EPS insulating foam, and the sturdy handle securely locks the cooler lid when folded down, preventing cold air from escaping. The actual capacity is just enough for 6 standard soda cans or 4 bottles of water with ice, making it compact enough to place on the back seat of the car without taking up too much space. Some stores are stocking this cooler together with frozen gel ice packs, where buying the cooler gets you a bonus gel ice pack valued at $1.25. And through real-world testing with one such ice pack, the cooler maintained an ideal cold temperature for 6 to 8 hours in summer weather. Compared to the Coleman flip-top 5-quart mini coolers sold for about $15 at Walmart, this $5 price tag is only 1/3 of the cost, which is enough for you to consider buying an extra spare one for every family member who frequently travels far. You have just finished packing the drinks for the trip, and now the only thing missing is something to pour them into to drink. And the answer lies right in the summer houseware section. 9. Ocean-themed double-wall tumbler with straw. 3 ocean themes have just appeared in the summer housewares section: starfish, sea turtles, and blue waves. And after just a few days, the shelves have noticeably thinned out. At the same time, on Dollar Tree deal hunting groups, many people are posting photos showing off the full 6-piece set they managed to buy and asking each other which stores still have stock because their local areas are completely sold out. Each of these double-wall tumblers is priced at $1.25, whereas Target or gift shops sell tumblers with similar patterns for $5 to $8 each. A gap large enough for you to consider buying a whole set of 6 to 8 tumblers to use when the whole family gathers on weekends, instead of just picking up 1 or 2 for personal use. The BPA-free Clear AS plastic double-wall insulation design significantly reduces condensation on the outer wall when holding iced drinks, keeping table surfaces dry throughout the porch party, and the ice inside also melts twice as slowly compared to regular plastic cups. You arrange the entire set of 6 on the party table, each person with their own pattern, making it both easy to recognize one's own cup and eliminating worries about having to constantly wash cups mid-party. At this price point, replacing the entire set of old plastic cups in the kitchen is hardly something to hesitate over, especially when the sellout speed indicates that the next shipment might not last long either. One thing you need to keep in mind is that these items are all seasonal with limited quantities, so you should buy them early before the season changes. But this is completely different from the next item, which is always available, so you do not have to rush. 10. Matte Finish Anti-Slip Double Wall Tumbler. The moment you pick up this tumbler, you instantly feel the matte finish coating the entire body. Not the usual glossy plastic, but a secure, high-grip surface even when your hands are sweaty from a morning walk or while working out on the patio. It is exactly because of this grip that you can hold the tumbler much more securely compared to glossy plastic cups that often slip whenever your hands get sweaty. Moving beyond the grip, the internal double-wall structure also helps keep ice from melting twice as long compared to regular plastic cups, so your iced coffee or lemon tea will not wet the papers on your desk or stain the wooden table surface in the living room like before. The price is only $1.25 for all of those functions, whereas similar pastel matte finish tumblers at Starbucks or souvenir gift shops cost from $16 to $22. And because the matte surface holds ink very well, you can use a paint pen to write the name of each family member on the tumbler, turning it into a subtle, personalized gift to give to friends at the dance club or senior center without giving off a cheap feeling at all. 11. Plastic slotted storage baskets with handles. Potatoes, onions, or garlic left long-term in the pantry without ventilation can easily suffer from trapped moisture, then sprout or rot before you can use them all, an issue almost every household has experienced at least once during the hot and humid summer. That is why this plastic basket with vertical slots along its body and 2 built-in molded handles solves that exact problem, rather than just being a regular storage basket. The durable PP plastic material provides good load-bearing capacity, and the 2 handles will not become brittle or snap even when left in the sun or in a hot, humid space all season long. so you can stack several baskets on top of one another without worrying about cracking or breaking. The price is only $1.25 each, whereas a comparable basket from Bright Room at Target costs anywhere from $3 to $4. Therefore, if you are looking to unify your entire home storage system, this price tag costs next to nothing. Employees at some stores report that this item usually sells out completely within just a few days after each restock, because not only do families buy them for their pantries, but many people even grab a whole dozen to give to their friends. In addition to its use in the kitchen, you can also take advantage of these baskets as organizers for wet swimsuits, swim goggles, or sunscreen for the grandkids after each swimming session this summer. The slots allow water to drain rather than pooling and creating mold, as it did when stuffed together into a sealed plastic bag like before. 12. Multi-surface citrus wipes. Grease and food crumbs on kitchen countertops or sinks take only a few hours under the July heat to start smelling and attracting ants and fruit flies, forcing you to clean them up immediately, even when you are busy with other tasks. This pack of ripe citrus deodorizing wet wipes directly answers that problem. The thick, non-woven fabric is pre-soaked in a concentrated cleaning solution infused with natural lemon essential oil, blasting away stubborn grease stains on gas stoves, quartz countertops, or stainless steel sink walls with just a single swipe. When purchased in a 4-pack block, you are usually given a convenient plastic pop-top lid at the checkout counter, keeping the subsequent packs moist so they do not dry out before you use them. It is priced at $1.25 for a 30-count pack, which is significantly cheaper per unit of use compared to a 35-count canister of Clorox disinfecting wipes selling for about $3.79 at regular supermarkets, while still leaving a refreshing lemon scent without requiring harsh chemicals that damage the skin on your hands. The 12 items mentioned up to this point are all worth grabbing today, but the next 3 items are completely different. They sit on the same shelves at the same price point, yet they are items you should consider very carefully before putting into your cart. 13. Disposable razors. You need a razor quickly when going camping or if you accidentally forgot to pack one while staying at a hotel. And this pack of disposable razors at Dollar Tree costs just $1.25 for a set of 5 to 10 pieces. However, to keep the price under 20 cents a piece, the manufacturer is forced to use low-quality steel. The blades lack a clean, sharp edge, and the lubricating strip is almost purely for show, dissolving away after just a few seconds of contact with water. With skin that has begun to lose elasticity and thin out from middle age onward, a dull blade creates greater friction than normal, easily leading to razor burn, cuts, and even uncomfortable folliculitis and ingrown hairs that last for days afterward. Some skincare forums have even recorded cases of users suffering from folliculitis that lasted a whole week after using similar cheap razors, requiring antibiotic cream to clear up. Each piece can only be used exactly once because the blade scratches and rusts quickly due to bathroom humidity, making it impossible to reuse like a standard razor. If you break down the math, a pack of Gillette Sensor 3 or Schick ST2 razors at Costco, priced at around $29.99 for 52 pieces, comes out to less than 60 cents a piece, but lasts through 5 to 7 uses thanks to rust-resistant blades and real aloe vera strips, making it more than twice as cheap per shave compared to the Dollar Tree product. 14. Latex balloons. This pack of latex balloons at Dollar Tree costs $1.25 for 15 to 25 counts, which sounds like a bargain for an outdoor birthday party. However, the rubber layer is rolled very thin to save materials. When inflated by mouth or with a pump, uneven pressure can easily cause the balloons to pop loudly right in your face, posing a direct hazard to the eyes and ears of both adults and children. Under the stifling July sun, if you take the balloons out to decorate the yard or deck, it takes less than 20 minutes of exposure to UV rays and hot air for the rubber material to degrade rapidly, which can cause the entire set of balloons to pop in quick succession. If filled with helium, the loose molecular structure of this type of balloon also causes the gas to leak out very quickly, causing the balloons to go completely flat and drop to the ground after just 4 to 6 hours, ruining the party's atmosphere. To keep your special day perfect, heavy-duty specialized balloon sets at Party City or on Amazon are 3 times thicker, withstanding heat all day long and holding helium for 12 to 24 hours. Taking less than 20 minutes out in the sun, the entire set of balloons you just bought can pop right before your eyes. But there is still an item in the bathroom that is quietly causing far more expenses than that. 15. Bleach and Blue Toilet Bowl Cleaner Tablets. You drop this cleaning tablet into the toilet tank to avoid having to scrub manually every day, and it costs just $1.25 for a 2-count box at Dollar Tree. But do not place your trust in this item just yet, because these cheap cleaning tablets use a high concentration of chlorine-based industrial bleach while having a poorly compressed structure, so when soaked continuously in the tank water, they dissolve into a fairly strong chemical volume. According to recommendations from plumbers in the US, this chemical-heavy water stream will slowly harden and corrode the rubber gaskets, flapper valves, and plastic components inside the tank. After just a few months of use, the rubber gaskets can lose their seal, causing a continuous underground water leak down into the toilet bowl without you ever knowing, which spikes your water bill at the end of the month. Worse yet, you could end up spending anywhere from $150 to $300 to hire a plumber to replace the entire internal flush system. Instead of risking your entire home's plumbing system, solutions like Lysol Click Gel or Scrubbing Bubbles Fresh Gel Stamper at Target or Walmart, priced at around $5 a box and lasting for several months, clean right inside the toilet bowl after each flush without touching the tank. The 12 worth-buying items on this list combined save you more than $200 compared to their prices elsewhere, all for a total cost of less than $25. The 3 items to avoid, on the contrary, cost only $1.25 each, but can lead to repair bills of up to $300. The number on the price tag is not always the final number you have to pay.